Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SSAWN, Stuff Such and Whatnot Network. My name is Fyro, and we are here to discuss the 41 NASCAR Diecast I just recently got from eBay. And so, starting off here, it's going to be randomized. Then I'm going to kind of give you some information about these cars. First up is going to be the number 17 DeWalt Matt Kenseth race car. And let me see, I have really bad lighting here. Let me see if I can turn a light on. Nope. Let's see. Bear with me, folks, bear with me. I'm going to put some music on here so it won't be completely boring. Just bear with me. Ah, there we go, that should work. Bam. A little bit of light for at least me. I can't see the exact year, but that is a Taurus, a Ford Taurus. Next up for the randomizer, we're going to get, ooh, this car is interesting. Let me go ahead and try to get the year of this. It's going to be a Pontiac, by the way. These are all throwbacks. All of them are throwbacks. So this one is the number 20 Tony Stewart Pontiac Grand Prix. This is from the late 1990s, early 2000s model. That he actually drove the Home Depot. I'm not sure if that's the same exact year of it, but he had a really bad crash in the Daytona 500. Luckily got out of there in pretty good condition. But next up is going to be the Steve Park number 1 Pennzoil. I hope I said that right. Some of these oil companies I can't quite get right, but this is where the collection is going to sit so far. Don't mind the mess in the back. It's getting done. Don't worry. It actually used to be worse. But that's the Steve Park number 1 Chevy Monte Carlo from the year 2000 or 2001. Next up is actually going to be another yellow and black, so a lot of yellow and black cars. This one's going to be CAT. It is the Dodge of Ward Burton. I actually should have known that. I did know that. But that's the Dodge. Of course, Ward Burton was actually a Daytona 500 winner in 2002. And so the next car is going to be a Motorcraft. Also Air Force sponsor. Looks to be Elliott Sadler and the number 21 car. That's cool. I own a Elliott Sadler. I know he drove the M&M car, and I'm actually a big fan of the M&M car, especially his model. He had a really cool car. Me personally, I think Ken Schrader's is the best. But that's just, I'm also a Ken Schrader fan, so that's where that comes from. And next up is going to be the number 02 of Ryan Newman. I'm pretty sure that's Ryan Newman. It's Altel? Yeah, Altel Ford. I'm pretty sure that's Ryan Newman. If anybody knows in the comments, please let me know if that is correct. And we will, yeah, we'll see what's up. This one's going to be another Pontiac Grand Prix, which, fun fact, Pontiac Grand Prix is actually one of my favorite models of a race car. But this is going to be Mike Bliss. Mike Bliss, the number 14 from the year 2000. Driving the green Conseco. I believe that's Conseco. Next car up is going to be a Monte Carlo. It's going to be Kleenex brand, driven by, that's the number 7, so it's by Randy LaJoie. And so you can see the back. Nice car. All these, by the way, there's 41 cars here. All these cost $40. So even though they are a little bit dented, they're a little bit scratched up, it's still good value. It's still These cars are pretty vintage and still very known to this day. Well, vintage as in like, 25 years ago, but still, that was 25 freaking years ago, right? So, a lot happened at that time, and now we have, I believe this is, I'm going to get a confirmation first though. Yep, Rusty Wallace. This is a Rusty Wallace Miller Lite. I'm actually shocked. I think this might be just a collector's, but if this is a kid's toy, I'm shocked they even let beer, a beer product on the toy. But this is the number 2 Rusty Wallace with the hood up. So very nice to have that in the collection. Next up, it's going to be a Valvoline car. It's going to be a Pontiac Grand Prix, which, fun fact, as much as I am a Pontiac Grand Prix fan, I am also a Valvoline style car fan, which is going to be Johnny Benson. I don't think Johnny Benson was great with this car, but it was definitely fun watching him drive when I was growing up. Especially this car paint job and design. So what's that? Eagle 1. Yep, so another sponsor. Excuse me, another sponsor on the back. And ironically enough, folks, we have another Valvoline next up, and I'll remind you, this is randomized. So I didn't, I literally just grabbed this without even. But this is going to be Mark Martin's car this time. The number 6 Ford Taurus. So you can kind of see the difference. Obviously the first difference is the fact that it's literally different type of car. Different size of a car. But also barely different with the paint scheme. Barely. Nothing red up here. More scratchy. This is more of a clear, flamed up. Well, it's not flames, but it's, it's got those, I guess, like claw-like, designs. Next up, though, folks, is going to be, ooh, a Sterling Marlin. Okay. Of course, he drove the number 40 Coors Light. This is a Dodge. What type of Dodge? Intrepid? I don't know, something like that. But this is a Dodge Sterling Marlin. Of course, like I was saying before, his original sponsor is Coors Light, but I'm guaranteeing that was probably in a kid's style. So you can't really show beverages, alcoholic beverages on a child's toy, unfortunately. Jeremy Mayfield is left of the number 12 with the Mobile 1 diecast, number 12. I believe this is a Ford Taurus. I like the red in there too. It's the same as Dale Earnhardt has on his cars. I will say this though, I've already kind of scammed through these. I do not have a Dale Earnhardt, so I apologize. But I have other drivers that were rivals of Dale Earnhardt, so more to come on that. So this is a Ford Taurus. Next one, Mark Martin again. So we have 2 Mark Martins in our collection, and actually I have I have 1 or 2 more of Mark Martin. I kind of like him as a driver. So it's Pfizer though. Back when Pfizer was not political. Well, they're not literally political, but 2020. Put him in the pile. I like the blue and gray. It has a nice thing to it. I believe this is Jeff Jarrett. Or not Jeff Jarrett, that's the wrestler. Dale Jarrett. There we go. I believe this is a Dale Jarrett 88, and it is. This is going to be a Ford Taurus. Quality Care Service. And of course, this is the sponsor name in the back as well. Ford Credit. And so we have one of Dale Jarrett's cars in the collection. Of course, he won I believe he won 3 Daytonas? Is that right? I know he was one of the, one of the most winning Daytona 500 winners. I just don't remember how many he did win. Another Pontiac Grand Prix, though. Is this one where I can open it? Possibly? No? No, I can't open this one. I thought I can open the hood. Okay, look. I'm going to kind of spoil it, but it kind of looks like there's supposed to be an opening, but that's fine. It's the Tide number 32. And it was driven by who? Who drove the number 32? I'm seeing a lot of... Yep, Ricky Craven. This is a Ricky Craven number 32 Tide race car. Of course, Tide was actually made popular by Hall of Famer Darrell Waltrip, who ended up going into the broadcast booth. Next up, ooh, a Kyle Petty car. Okay. That's going to be a Dodge. And it's going to be the Sprint number 45, which... It doesn't give me a year of when this car, I believe this is a 2001 model though. Let me just double check on the car itself. It is 2001, okay, so it's a Dodge. It is a Dodge Intrepid, however you say that. I know they don't really make those cars anymore, so, well, oh well, whatever. Now with the next one is going to be, ooh, this one's actually a NASCAR legend from a more previous or more current era. It is the very important and very famous Lowe's 48 of Jimmie Johnson. And yeah, this car won so much. I mean, he won Daytona, but he's won 7 titles that ties the King Richard Petty and the Intimidator Dale Earnhardt of all-time Cup wins. And of course, wow, I'm not making this up, folks. I'm really not. Speaking of Daytona Cup Series wins, it's not a Dale Earnhardt, but it's his successor, Kevin Harvick. Of course, I have seen the white car model, so we'll be able to see that here shortly. This is more of an alternative look for his Goodwrench vehicle. I have a number 4 of his, but it's from the current car that he drives. I wish I had his Subway car, though. That thing was awesome. But yep, he drove the number 29 after Dale Earnhardt's unfortunate passing. And he left Richard Childress at some point, got into the number 4 car, or I think it was with the number 4 car before, but basically he built a legacy on that number 4, but he started off with that 29. This is going to be a Rusty Wallace car coming up, folks. The number 2 Rusty Wallace, I believe he had so he had Miller Lite as his sponsor, but of course that's his other styled car, and also the fact that if this was in the child's section, you can't really have beverages, alcoholic beverages, as a sponsor for children. Next car up is going to be a number 36 Chevy Monte Carlo, and the driver of this car is going to be, let me see. I actually don't know for this one. Oh, Hank Parker. Okay, Hank Parker Jr. GNC was his sponsor at the time. Let's see what year this car potentially could be. Let me see if I can get it here. Yeah, 2001. A lot of 2001 cars, a lot of cars from the early 2000s. Maybe a few from the 2006 line, like this Lowe's over here. And actually, I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see, but that Lowe's, it was kind of used from 2002 and I believe all the way till 2006 for that specific model, or not model, but that specific paint job, and then they kind of just played around a little bit with it. Oh, this is a weird looking car. It's a Pontiac Grand Prix. Bobby Hamilton. Okay, so I thought this was just going to be one of those Richard Petty's, but it's actually apparently from the 1996-1997 season of Bobby Hamilton. Of course, wearing the driving the number 43 that was driven by the King, but also the STP that was made famous by the King. Interesting. So some images say Richard Petty, but I think it was a Bobby Hamilton car though, because I mean Richard Petty never drove or never really. I don't think he would have had a connection with the Pontiac Grand Prix, so I don't know. I'm not for sure. But another Pontiac Grand Prix, though. I mean, these things were popular back in the day. A number 18, and it is not a Kyle Busch. It is a Bobby Labonte Interstate Batteries. Bobby Labonte was actually a really good driver. I'll say that much. Didn't he win the 2000 Daytona 500? I thought it was either the 2000 Daytona 500 or the 1999 Daytona 500, but I thought that one went to Dale Jarrett. So I'm not completely sure, but that is the information I have. Ricky Rudd, though, is next with the number 28 Texaco Javelina. I never was able to understand what this was or how. Whoa! I dropped them. Javelina. I'm going to call it Javelina. Comment down below if I should be corrected on that, though. Ricky Rudd, number 28, Ford Taurus. And then for this car, what kind of car is this? It's a 92 Melling Compton. And I guess this is a Dodge. Yeah, it's a Dodge. Number 92, driven by, let's see, Stacy Compton. Okay, Stacy Compton drove this car. Let's see if it's another 2001, and okay, I can't see the year very well, but a lot of these are from that time. And whoa! Speaking of 2001, folks, speaking of 2001, we have the most important car, well, the second most important car of that season. We have a Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Folks, we have a Michael Waltrip Napa. And this is the vehicle, if I am correct on this information, this is the very vehicle he won the Daytona 500 with. And he actually won two Daytona 500s with the Napa number 15 sponsor and number. So, well, okay, there was an asterisk for the second one. Some people say there was an asterisk for both wins, but the second one definitely had an asterisk because of the rain delay that happened, and he kind of won because of that. But either way, they couldn't continue with the race, so they had to do something. But Michael Waltrip, such a great year for him, or great timeline for him, really. Working with DEI, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, until that team split. I believe he left in 2005, and then, yeah, the team just fell apart after Dale Earnhardt Jr. left. We all know about that story, though. Oh, 20-minute video. How lovely. Jerry Nadiu, right? Nadiu, number 25, UAW Delphi. I guess Delphi. It's a Monte Carlo. Gotta love those Monte Carlos. Of course, nowadays it's a Chevy Mustang, or Chevy, no, that's Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro. There we go. My dream car. I better get it right. This one, okay, this one is a Hot Wheels Grand Prix. We'll see, it's number 44, so we'll see if, it is a Kyle Petty. It looks to be a Kyle Petty. So, guess going to the number 44, repping Hot Wheels. So that's funny. He goes from Dodge to Grand Prix. So that's very interesting. This one is a Ford Taurus. Of course, I'm pretty sure this driver drove a lot of Fords, but this was the I believe it's Darrell Waltrip, and it is the Darrell Waltrip 2000 Route 66, the number 66 car that he drove, I believe, for DEI. I'm pretty sure this is the car he drove for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated in 2000. But again, if I'm wrong, if somebody knows the answer, please feel free to correct me in the comments. I'd love to know. An AFG glass. I've never heard of that before. Number 34. It is a diecast of David Green. So Chevy Monte Carlo, if you can guess it. Yeah, no Camaros here, no Mustangs, just full-on Monte Carlos and Tauruses, because that was the best car in the early 2000s. It really was, and here it is, folks. The car you have been waiting for. Man, what a car. I'm just going to give you guys a minute to look at this thing. It is so... Wow. Don't wreck on me. Don't wreck. There we go. This thing is just so beautiful. What do you do when the man that represented NASCAR passes away and you need a driver in 1 week? You turn the black to white and you let a successor take over and represent Richard Childress Racing. And I thought they did a phenomenal job at it. I know... Uh-oh. What's on his mirror? That's not good. There's something on the mirror there. Or not the mirror, sorry. The lights. The headlights. That's fine. It's all good. But, yeah, I thought having Kevin Harvick, and obviously, since he progressed very, very well, he's obviously a legend. He was really good, and having him take over for Dale Earnhardt for Goodrich Services, their legacy in NASCAR was awesome. Next is going to be another Monte Carlo, and the name, no, it's not. This thing got me excited for nothing. Alright, Kenny Wallace? Is this a Kenny Wallace? Someone let me know in the comments if this right here is a Kenny Wallace. And, if my light can help me out, maybe it'll tell me in the back, and it doesn't! It just tells me that it's 1999. So, if anybody knows in the comments, please let me know who drove this car, the number 55. What is this sponsor? Square D. Okay, it's Square D. That makes sense with the logo right here. Okay, cool. Yep, so let's see how that looks. I don't like that. That's gonna have to work though. There we go. Now you guys can see it all. And I might have to bring the camera back a little bit if I want to show all of these. Don't worry, folks. We got a little bit left. Don't leave yet, please. We actually have a popcorn one. That's a lot of fun. That is actually really cool. We have a popcorn sponsor, the number 43, driver John Andretti. This is the Pop Secret. And there's the car. The Pop Secret of 2002. So, and I think John Andretti was I thought it was pretty good. But I just think it's really cool having a popcorn, sponsor, especially in 2002 when movies were super good. That's a Dodge, by the way. And then, we have the 93 Amoco Ultimate. Is that Simon's? I don't know. But that's a Dodge. I have a David Blaney car. I didn't expect this one, but I'm not mad at that. I actually like David Blaney. He wasn't great. Obviously, his son was better. But David Blaney, it's still pretty cool to have his car. So, moving on now for the Ford Taurus of a 99 race car. It's going to be a Jeff Burton, actually. So we have both Burton brothers in this line of 41 NASCAR diecast, and what a haul this is, guys. This is so cool. It's Citgo for the sponsor, and number 99 Ford Taurus. So Oh my god. Please ignore that, guys. There's a lot going on. Ooh, a legend! See, this one is probably the most important car of the night. And it's going to be a Jeff Gordon, by the way, number 24 Jeff Gordon. But it is the DuPont. It's the, is this in 1998? Yeah. Oh, this is a is this a Darlington winner? That is actually really cool. It has this in the back too. I don't know if that means anything. Let me see if I can figure out anything with this. Let me see the year on this. If it's the Darlington 90, it looks 99, but I'll have to see about this. It's an exhaust system, but it's not telling me what type of car. Maybe if I do it, I'm using my phone to kind of cheat on a few of these. Okay, by Hasbro. That's cool. That's cool. I know Hasbro was a big company back in that era. Yeah, I don't know what type of Jeff Gordon car this is, but obviously this is the 1990s Monte Carlo, and it is the rainbow car that was made famous by Jeff Gordon, winning the first ever Brickyard 400, I believe. Yeah, in Indianapolis. He had a big time rivalry with Dale Earnhardt, and he teamed up with Dale Earnhardt Jr. with Hendrick, and it was just he had a great career. Obviously, Hall of Famer. So I believe he actually won 3 Daytona 500s, and so yeah, I mean, what a career right there, anyways. And he even accomplished more. So gotta love that. Casey Atwood is next with the number 9 Dodge. I thought we were gonna have a Casey Kane today, but I guess not. That's okay though. That's okay. I have enough Casey Kane. I actually do. I have like 2 or 3 of his car. Casey Kane is, I like his name a lot, and I like the Dodge style. I don't know why, but here's a fun one right here. The UPS number 88 Dale Jarrett. And it's the Ford Taurus. UPS. What's this sponsor? Oh, it's just the, okay, it's just a website. You guys can't see it very well, but let me see if I can, like, oh, I almost got it. I think I got it. Okay, sweet. I didn't think I'd be able to get that, but I did. 3 cars left, folks. 3 cars left of this collection. It's another Dodge. That's funny. Okay, it's just 2 Dodges. I felt like there was another one, but 2 Dodges in this collection. This one is going to be a, let's see. This one's going to be Jeremy Mayfield from, it's a number 19. So, I probably won't duplicate on the Dodge if I do a race with these, but I could, though. I easily could, especially if they're different drivers. Yeah, they're both Dodges, so, oh, okay, obviously, that was stupid, but, but, you know, both Dodge cars, both Dodge sponsors, number 19, Jeremy Mayfield, and of course, this one, I thought this one was going to be the Ken Schrader car from 2001, but I believe this one is possibly, Ernie Irvan, but I don't know. It's a Pontiac Grand Prix. I know they both drove those, but here is the car. It's the yellow M&M with the yellow paint scheme with the green M&M in the back. So I'm not sure if the green means anything, but this is the car Ken Schrader at least drove in the early 2000s, and if it is Ernie Irvan, it is the car from the 1990s. It feels like a late 1990s car, but easily could be from the, it easily could be Ken Schrader's car, and I'm not mad at that. I actually have, I'll show you guys, I actually have a really big one here. So, see that size comparison right there. I mean, I got it all pretty good, you know. That's funny, though. I mean, they were the exact same car. Which this one, let me see. Yeah, this one's a Ken Schrader. You can tell from the K. That's a Ken Schrader. Oops. Ernie Irvan, potentially Ken Schrader car. And then the last one of the night is a Joe Nemechek Cellular 1 Monte Carlo. Which is just crazy, man. Look at that look at that phone. That's an old school phone, guys. You guys, if you guys are kids watching this, you know nothing about this at all. Like, even what is that? I want you guys in the comments to guess what that is. If you guys know what that is, kudos, because it's something that even I used as a kid. But it's the 87, of course, being in Kansas City. 87 is a good number. With the white. I always thought Monte Carlos looked so weird, just because they have these really long, big. I don't know, like they're just long, you know. But folks, that is the collection of the 41 race cars I got in the mail. Let me see if it'll. There we go. Focus. I got them in the mail from eBay. Of course, I won't really give the seller's name out just for security reasons, but really nice guy, great guy to communicate with, and I didn't really have to do much communicating, honestly. It was just easy, like, hey, you selling this? Cool, I'm gonna buy it. And honestly, guys, 40 bucks for 41 cars was a great deal, so I'm not mad about that at all. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for liking this video. Leave a comment down below, and like, comment, and subscribe for more. Possible name change soon. We're going to see about it. But until then, thank you all for tuning in, and have a great one.